When I talked to you last time in Asheville, back in April, or whenever it was, I had questions about growing my business and
about allowing my business to have its natural growth.
Exactly.
About allowing my business to proceed as it already has vibrationally, by staying out of the way, by taking score of where it is.
Exactly.
Yes, we thought that's what you said.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. I'm not as good as our friend with words, so I'm so glad you can do that.
The universe isn't listening to your words anyway,
exactly.
So rhetoric is not what it's cracked up to be. The universe doesn't hear what you say. The universe hears what you mean, knows what you mean, knows how you feel, and says, here's some more.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's some more.
Here's some more.
But it's not what I want. That's irrelevant. It's what your vibration is. But I don't like this. Here's some more. I really, really don't like this. Here's some more. Mother, the universe is being mean to my...
And so what I came away from the last time I saw you was this very grounded, very clear feeling of what I needed to do to go to the next level. And it just meant chilling out, being really relaxed, and just knowing that the answers are coming.
What's the next level thing?
The next level thing is, yeah, I know.
How do you categorize the levels of clarity and the levels of receiving? In other words, go to the next level is a sort of distortion from what you now know.
It's true.
Because you're not going anywhere. Everything's coming to you.
Yeah.
So say that better. More systematically, more consistently, accomplishing a vibrational point of attraction that yields pleasing attractions, that yields pleasing results. Isn't that a better way of looking at it?
Yes.
Where are you going? Nowhere. What do you mean? Everything comes to me. Oh, well, you're the center of the universe, I guess. Yep. Exactly the way it's turning out. Yep.
And so not even a month after we spoke, I just latched onto that feeling. And one of the VPs at my company came to me and he said, hey, I was at a conference and I met up with this coaching group and I think you're going to love them, and give them a call. It's a business coaching thing, and I called them, and literally they gave me information on how to go, how to expand to the next level, to the next level. The stuff that I was asking about, how do I go to that next level? They were like, okay, well, first you do this, then you do this, then you do this, then you do that.
So did you go to the next level to find out how to go to the next level?
No,
or did it come to you?
It came to me.
Well, maybe it's always going to keep coming to you. So
yes.
At least change it to say the next level's coming to me.
The next level is coming to me.
Rather than
yes.
I'm going to the next level, because this isn't law of assertion.
Yeah.
It's law of attraction.
Yeah. And that is essentially exactly what the root of my question today is. I prove that to myself endlessly, all the time. Things are always working out. They're always working out. They're always working out. But what I want to get to is I want to have language in my head that I can use. So
we have a question for all of you. How much has to work out for you before you stop saying, but?
No, it's not a but.
Things are working out for me. Everything I want is coming, but.
Well, I'm going to say where I am.
Yeah, well,
So it's.
We'll just climb your tree later.
I have a completely clear picture and a vision of what my branch is going to look like a year from now.
Okay,
100%.
This is what we want to talk to all of you about, though. So I got a picture of what will be. The thing is, what will be is not the attraction point. You got to have the clear picture here where you are. It's not creating what's coming that you're working on. It's adjusting the vibration of where you're at that you're working on.
Yeah.
Can you hear that distinction?
Yeah.
It's so big. In other words, people are visualizing, but it's off in the future. It feels like later. It's got to feel like now. What you're broadcasting to the universe is who you are. I am prosperity personified. I am love personified. I am clarity. I am eager. I am fun. I am thriving.
Yeah, I hear that.
Sounds like nitpicking, but it isn't. It's
No.
a huge distinction.
And that is exactly because I can feel it. I'm super enthusiastic, and I love what we're doing, and I just love the enthusiasm I feel about having fun in this business.
Esther will say, I'm going to get organized. We're talking about words that she said over the years. I'm going to get organized. Well, now what she's wanting to say is, I am organized. I feel orderly. Things are occurring in an orderly way.
Yes.
Instead of, I need to get on top of things, I am on top of things. Everything that I'm wanting or needing is coming to me easily. Yeah. In other words, we're just trying to help you find ways of soothing that gap so that your perception of what you want is happening now, not in the future. Because as long as it's still coming, it will never get there.
Yeah.
You just keep moving forward, as does it.
Yeah.
It's the closing the gap you've got to do. And the way you close the gap is by adjusting the frequency so that it flows to you. Feel the difference?
Yeah, and that's exactly why I'm sitting here, because
Yes.
I wanted clarification on just that. Because I can feel that sometimes when I think about, okay, so when this guy's doing this, then this is going to be good. And then I get into the day-to-day of like managing it or the leadership portion of it.
It's all right if you're just taking pleasure in it. In other words, there's nothing wrong at all. In fact, we encourage it completely to enjoy observing the moving parts as they are moving, as you are the orchestrator. In other words, sit in your point of attraction and watch things just move around as they come to you, rather than thinking that you have to go out there and manage them.
It feels like there is just like this, there is a push and pull between leading the team to get to here next year, and we're doing a whole bunch of stuff now. It sort of feels like sometimes I get so in the moment that I get out of the vision. And I'm so happy when I'm in the vision, but sometimes the day-to-day stuff it feels like we have
There's still some distinction that we are wanting to help you to clarify.
Yeah.
Because in the vision, in the vision of what?
In the vision of what my team is going to look like.
Is going to look like.
Going to look
It's
like
going
when
to look
everybody's
like
working perfectly.
What it's going to be, not what is.
Exactly.
It's point of attraction. This is law of attraction, not law of what's going to be.
Yeah.
Law of attraction. So what we're wanting to help you, this is really fine-tuning, but you're a powerful creator, co-creator. And so what your team is, not in the center of that focus wheel, we didn't say write where you're going. We said write what is. I am. My team is what?
My team is happy, super producing, very efficient. We have a really good thing going.
That's all really solid, but that sounded different than what you were saying before.
Right. So, I mean, it's all about...
Are they changing? Are they innovative? Do they get good new ideas? My team is a receiver of lots of good ideas. My team is the creator of many more things. My team is on the precipice of so much more. My team is ready for whatever comes to them. My team is preparing themselves vibrationally so that they'll be up to speed with the ideas that flow. My team is perceptual. My team is perceiving. My team is tuned in, tapped in, turned on. My team is ready. My team is eager. My team is on point. My team is having a really good time. My team is playful. My team is really productive. My team is enjoying the progress. My team is never ending. My team is eternal. My team will never get it done. My team will never close the gap. My team will continue to have fun. My team will continue to expand. My team will continue, is clarifying. It is expanding. My team is having more and more fun. My team is evolving. The ideas of my team are evolving. We are powerful creators. We are powerful creative co-creators. Can you feel how in the now that is?
Yeah.
And when you feel that way, Esther has a friend who says on a pretty regular basis, I just want to be clear about who I am in the world. As her way of pronouncing to herself what her point of attraction is, who I am in the world, not who I am perceived by the world to be. Right. That's a whole other thing. Yeah. Who I am in the world, how I feel in the world, how I feel when I'm with my team. That's what you're reaching for.
Yes. I love the idea of just owning that.
Owning is a good word.
Owning that.
I am that. That's who I be.
And just kind of signing up for it. Like, this is what I am. And just being completely...
It's sort of like, just to get your attention, it would be like being a well-known actor who gets every acting job or role he wants. And why does that happen to him? Because he knows that's who he is. Yeah. And because he knows it, it's not that he demonstrates it. Because there are a lot of really good people demonstrating a lot of really good things that aren't standing in that position. It's because he knows it, he owns it, he expects it, he bees it. He radiates it so profoundly that everybody else has to know it too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love that feeling.
Yeah.
I love that feeling.
Good.
There is
Really
nothing
good.
better.
Enough?
Yes, absolutely. Thank you.
As source energy beings that you are, you came into this physical body intending to have a wonderful time and intending to experience things that would cause you as a creator to desire beyond anything that you had ever desired before. The expansion of the universe is about that. The evolution of all species is about that, you see. So you're doing such a good job of that. The variety that surrounds you causes you all day, every day, to launch rockets of desire. We call them rockets of desire because they shoot out of you, usually when you are not aware that you are shooting them off. When you know what you don't want, you know what you do want. So you are honing the details of your life experience and asking for more all day, every day. And the larger part of you, that inner being part of you, that source energy part of you from whence you have come, who still remains fully focused in non-physical, becomes the full expanded version of every single thing that you think you would prefer beyond where you are. So your inner being is constantly holding that expanded, evolved space that you have carved out for all of us, holds it steady so that you may accomplish a vibrational frequency that equals the same. In other words, when life causes you to ask for more money, for more prosperity, you do, and it becomes a vibrational reality. But so many of you have been saying to us, as you have patiently listened to our explanation of these unseeable things, Abraham, I'll accept the vortex. Okay, but how do I get my money out of the vortex and into the bank? That's what I want to know. How does this reality that you are so excited about become something that I am excited about? And we say, right there is the answer to your question. You got to be excited about it before you can see it and hear it and smell it and taste it and touch it. It has to be meaningful to you to feel the thrill of the expanded idea. But that's not going to happen to you until you understand how it works. You got to understand that there always is a gap and that that's okay. You got to understand that there's contrast surrounding you all the time, and that's okay. You got to understand that when you're focused in opposition of something that you desire or something that you have become, and you don't feel good because you're focused in opposition, that that's okay. You've got to accept that negative emotion is all right because it's part of the process too. Your emotions let you know how near or far you are from the vibrational frequency of what you have already created. So we're not here to teach you how to create, because you can't stop doing that. You're doing it all day, every day. You are becoming. And we're not here to convince you in our ability to know what you want, because that's irrelevant to you. What we know and what we know about you is really irrelevant. Not important. It's not important. It's not important to you unless you want to be the full realizer of all that you have become. So when you cause us to expand, and you do all day, every day, when you cause us to expand and then you don't keep up with the expansion that you have created, you don't feel so good. And closing that gap is then an important part of the equation. And that's what we talk about. That's the value that we can be to you in helping you to realize your vibrational nature, your emotional guidance system, and how you can feel when you've closed the gap, or when you're closing the gap, when you're on the track, when you're moving in the direction of who you really are. You're not ever going to fully, in this physical body, realize the fullness of all that you've become, because you keep becoming faster than you can catch up. So you're not ever going to really close that gap until you make your transition into non-physical. But moving in the direction of who you've become is what a joyful life is. And moving in opposition to who you have become is what a miserable life is.